What's up, guys? This is Negative. This video is about light power shielding, and light power shielding is basically power shielding with your light shield, which normally you're not allowed to do. Normally you have to use the hard shield in order to power shield stuff because the light shield is not able to power shield. There's a little region inside a hard shield that is like the power shield region, and a light shield doesn't have that. But this technique basically uses the analog to digital transition in order to basically create a power shield region inside your light shield, which is normally not there. And it's actually, this is the largest possible shield. It's like the one that if you press Z and keep holding it, you see like this massive bubble, right? It's the biggest possible shield that you can have. So how does this actually perform, guys? What we're going to do is you're going to light shield for one frame, and then on the next frame, we're going to hold the hard shield. So we're going to do a full digital press, and we're going to press Z. On this frame right here, we're able to actually power shield, and we can also power shield on the next frame. But there's something very important that needs to be stressed here. The analog to digital transition is happening because we started with the light shield and then we switched to the hard shield. So here we have a light shield out. This protects against physical attacks, and it can also hit, block projectiles. This next frame here, you see the shield, right? It's there. But only the power shield is there. The actual shield that shields from physical attacks, gone. So you're able to power shield projectiles on this frame, but physical attacks will literally hit you in the face. It's only able to power shield on that frame. It's not able to just do a normal physical block. So just be aware of that when you're using the technique. Normally, however, grounding, like non-projectile moves have a larger window for power shielding than projectiles. Projectiles only have a 2-frame window. And so that's not as bad, but it's just something to be aware of. And the technique looks a little something like this, which, it looks pretty cool. You'll notice that, like, the effect, the power shield effect is, like, massive. Like, if we turn off the graphics, you can see it's fucking huge. But there's a little more than meets the eye to this, actually. So if we look at the power shield region, the size of it, we'll see that it's actually a little bit larger when you power shield using a light shield than it is when you power shield using a hard shield. Similarly to how your hard shield is normally much smaller than your light shield, right? And so what this means is that certain characters like DK that have a really hard time power shielding things like Falco lasers, right? They're able to power shield Falco lasers, which we see that here. And normally, power shielding Falco lasers can actually be very spacing dependent. It depends on DK's body bobbing up and down, so whether or not like it can get underneath his chin. Plus, it depends on like horizontal spacing, because some spacings just won't work for DK, and at most he basically gets a 1 frame window to power shield instead of the 2-frame window that everyone else normally gets, right? But let's just take a look at Falco here. So Falco actually fires his laser. He presses B, you'll see on frame 59. You can see up top there the B button is being depressed, and that gives us the power shield. But actually, if we go ahead and let's see, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go there manually. If we go ahead and input the B button on frame 57 so that it's depressed on 58 instead of depressed on 59, we'll see still gets it, right? That's a 2-frame window. It's a 2-frame window for the power shield, which he normally doesn't get, right? Because normally his power shield region is too small to be able to get a 2-frame window. Normally he either gets 0 frames or at best he gets 1. And that's the whole technique, right? If you have some big body characters that have a hard time power shielding, then, they can use this technique. It is kind of a frame perfect technique, but they're literally like one after the other, just like, staggered by literally just one frame. So it's easier to press kind of than like if there was some arbitrary amount of time in between the two button presses. But most characters are not going to find any utility in this and try to utilize a one frame technique just to power shield. Power shielding is already hard enough. But for characters that basically can't power shield, this is a pretty legitimate option for them. So just putting it on the table. Hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.